Troll lovers unite, we have our first troll in the Nexus. Zul'jin has arrived, and with him he brings all of the ferocity of the Amani tribe that he leads. Let's see just why this troll is so dangerous, shall we? First off, a little translation. Zul'jin's name is a combination of two Zandalari troll words. Zul means voodoo master, and Jin means tribe leader. Though he brings little voodoo magic to the Nexus, leaving that to the likes of Nazeebo, he still has the skills that distinguished him as the leader of the Amani trolls. The Amani tribe of forest trolls lived in the forest of Quel'Thalas, most known for being the High Elven homelands, and boy do they hate elves. They see the elves as invaders, having taken over troll lands and killed their tribe in order to set up these bright and arrogant towns. During the Troll Wars, long before even the first war with the orcs, the elves teamed up with the humans to beat the troll tribes back down to a point where they would never recover from. In his time, Zul'jin led ruthless guerrilla attacks on high elven settlements, striking hard and then disappearing into the forest before they could rally. Given that he became most famous during a time when the forest trolls were at their lowest and the high elves had excellent trackers at their disposal, such as Lothramar Theron and Sylvanas Windrunner, it says a lot about his skill as both a fighter and a leader. Forest trolls rallied under his banner for the first time in many years, but alone they could not hope to win against the elves. So Zul'jin turned to the most powerful ally they could find, the Horde. Though he had rejected their offer before, by the time the Second War rolled around, Zul'jin realized the trolls' need for the Horde. And so Zul'jin and Doomhammer joined forces and worked together, until Doomhammer was forced to withdraw his forces from Quel'Thalas and abandon his campaign against the elves. This infuriated Zul'jin, who refused to leave the forest to help the Horde in Lordaeron, a move that only fractured the Horde even more. With a lack of orcish reinforcements, the elves launched a campaign to finish off the Amani trolls, and they succeeded in capturing Zul'jin. Now, before I go into this next part, I have to point out that the depiction of Zul'jin in Heroes of the Storm is based off his Warcraft 2 appearance. It's at this time he goes through a bit of a change. You see, after being captured by the elves, they tortured him and gouged out his eye. The elves were quite eager for revenge after all the pain this troll had caused them. His Amani trolls came to his rescue, and he was forced to cut off his own arm to complete his escape. The Amani tribe retreated into their fortress of Zul'jin. Other than a brief appearance during the Third War, trying to capitalize on the scourge ravaging Quel'Thalas, the Amani trolls were not heard from for many years. It wasn't until the Burning Crusade expansion that Zul'jin would be heard from again. A group of treasure seekers, thinking Zul'jin was abandoned, went in search of treasure and were slaughtered. Turning his one eye to the outside world, he saw something that infuriated him. The elves had joined the Horde. Not only had the Horde abandoned his people, but they had allied with the very elves he hated. Mobilizing his forces in action, the Amani tribe launched assaults against Quel'Thalas once more, this time with the backing of their 4 animal gods. Unfortunately, they were no match for the adventures of the Alliance and Horde, and the legendary Zul'jin was killed once and for all. In the Nexus, however, Zul'jin is as healthy and dangerous as ever. He takes on the role of the Troll Axe Thrower based on his Warcraft 2 appearance. His abilities Grievous Throw and Twin Cleave both show off these skills. His regeneration ability is based on his troll heritage. Trolls are famous for being able to heal from their wounds at a quickened pace, even regrowing lost limbs. Zul'jin chose not to regrow his arm as a sign of his hatred against the elves. His heroics Guillotine and Tazdingo are just more signs of his axe thrower and troll heritage. His playstyle is very reminiscent of his hit-and-run tactics against the elves, and he can severely punish those who think they can chase and finish him off. All in all, Zul'jin makes an excellent troll entry, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of him in the Nexus.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and take care, everybody.